What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I present you another custom one-piece minifigure review. Today I present to you is the Donut Man himself, Portgas D Ace with a hole in his chest. Let's get into it. As you can tell, this minifigure comes in this little plastic package, which I'm going to be opening up right now. After I open up the package, I'm going to carefully drop everything out, just like so. Want to do that, I'm going to make sure I didn't forget anything inside the bag, then I'm going to throw away the bag. Now let's check out all the components that come with this minifigure. Right off the bat, we have the minifigure himself. Let's do a little 360 view of it. You can see all the crazy details that go with this figure. And you can see that this minifigure has two different facial expressions on it, which you could change like that. You can also see that the legs and waist move and function as normal. Next component we have is the black display base, in which we can use to display this minifigure when it's all done and built. The next component we have is his two arms. You can see that one of his arms has this little crazy detail going on with it. You can see it has his tattoo and the elbow band that he wears in the show. Next component we have are the three hands. They give you one hand as an extra just in case anything happens to one of the two. Then we have his hair with a crazy amount of detail to it. You can see when they were making this figure, they put a lot of detail in the hair. They went above and beyond with it. Then we have the two hand props for the flames, or the two flame props for the hands, and here they are, with all nice detail to it. Then we have the bottom part, the feet flame that go attached to his feet. You can see there's a little cutout for them that slides in pretty nice and simple. We'll show that a little later in the video. But now, after reviewing each component, let's start building the minifigure. So for me, I started off by attaching the arms. You can see that they just pop into place really simple. All you gotta do is just line them up and push it in. And there's one side. Now I'm gonna do the other side. I'm gonna repeat the process, and there we go. Go move it up and down, making sure it's on there nice and securely, which it is. Next, I'm going to install the hands. All I'm going to do is line up the post in the hole and push it in. Once I do that, I'm going to move the hand up and down, making sure it's on there nice and securely. Then repeat the process on the other side. After I push it in, I'm going to do a little twist, making sure the hands are attached to the arm nice and securely, which it is. And here it is. I'm going to do that on the other side by just turning the minifigure, and I decided to do it on this one as well. And there we have it. Next, I'm going to install is the hair. But before I put on the hair as a perfect fit, I'm going to see which facial expression I want to go with as of right now. So I decided to see how it looks like on both facial expressions. This is how it looks like with the tears, and this is how it looks like with this black eye. And for me, I decided to go with the other facial expression because I feel like this is the best way to display this minifigure on my shelf. After I do that, I'm going to position the face perfectly straight with the body so it doesn't look like he's looking at us on an angle. After I do that, I'm going to attach the props to the hand. All you gotta do is just line them up with the hands and push it in. And there we have it. You can see they just slide into place. Pretty simple. There's one side. Now I'm going to repeat it and go and do the same on the other side. Just line them up. You can see there's a little better angle and push it in. You can see that you could turn it with the hands on it, so it gives you a little room to play with. But I also realized that you could also just pop them in like this. Slide them in and pop them in. There's two ways of putting it in. I show you how to slide it in, and you can see that it just pops into place. Next, I'm going to install is the flame parts for his feet. I'm going to find the right foot that goes onto this flame part, and it's this one. And you can see that it just lines into place. Pretty simple. You can see this. 1, 2, 3, and boom. Slides in onto the leg pretty nicely. I did one side. Let's see how it looks from the all around it, a little 360 view of it. Then I'm going to do the same one on the other side. Line them up and push it in. You can see that little cutout right there. Just line it up and push it in. And there we have it. And here is the full assembly of the Donut Man Portgas D Ace. Let's do a little 360 view of it. And here it is. Now let's attach it to the black display base to see how it looks. But before I do that, let's see how it looks like with the other facial expression. I'm still going to stand by my opinion. The other facial expression looks the best. But for now, let's attach it to the black display base to see how it looks. And here it is. While attaching it to the black display base, the fire props on the legs raised up a little bit from the little post on the side. You can see that on one of them. And here it is. I figured out how to fix that problem. We'll show that a little later in the video. Well, let's do a little 360 view of it. And here it is. Now I'll remove the minifigure from the black display base to see how it looks like with the other facial expression. So now let's put the minifigure back onto the black display base to see how it looks. And here's a little better example of the flame part coming off. But here it is. This is how it looks like with the other facial expression on it. A little 360 view of it. And now the fix I was talking about is just grabbing this 1x2 little brick, attaching it to the bottom part of his feet, and attaching it to the black display base. Unfortunately, this little piece does not come with this minifigure, so you have to grab it from a different build you have, but it fits onto the minifigure perfectly. And here's a full assembly of custom one-piece minifigure, the Donut Man himself, Portgas D Ace. Let's do a little 360 view of it, see how it all looks, change the facial expression to see how it looks with the little extra piece that we installed. Let's make sure everything looks a little bit more presentable, and there we have it. Let's do a little 360 view on it, and there we have it. And here it is. Thank you guys for watching. A little thumbs up. Yeah.